Hello and welcome to the week of November 1 to 5, 2021. It's a brand new month and a brand new week, and we are going to take a look at the market as we do all the time. Today, we'll go into the market and see how the market closed last. We'll look at how the market closed last month, how it closed last week, and what we are expecting for this month. All right, my name is Olugbemi, as you already know, and I'm your host and trainer on MS Africa Academy. So let's go and dive in. Before we go, please, I want you to understand that trading of currencies, futures, stock, cryptos, commodities, they all have large potential reward, the same way they have large potential risk. You must be aware of this risk and be willing to accept them before you begin investing your money to trade live accounts, all right? Do not trade with the money you cannot afford to lose. So here we are not soliciting, neither is this an offer to buy or sell currencies, future, or Forex, whatever you trade in the market, okay? So please take note of all this as you go with me into the market. Remember also to please subscribe to this channel, click like on the video, make comments, let this be interactive as much as possible. If there are currency pairs you would like me to analyze with you that I don't analyze during the week, please put them in the comment section and I'll get to them, and perhaps in the coming week I'll take a look at them. Okay, so now let's go straight, let's dive in. Before we go into the markets, let's see what Forex Factory is doing. Let's see if we have high impact news for the week that we need to take note of. So on Monday by 3 p.m. Western African time. Please note that all the time I'm going to be calling at Western African time, Nigerian time. So by 3 p.m. today, Monday, 1st of November, we are having high impact news on US dollar. Then on Tuesday, we have high impact news on Aussie dollar by 4:30 a.m. We have 10:45 p.m. New Zealand dollar. And then on Wednesday, we have for US dollar for 1:15 p.m., US dollar again for 3 p.m., another one for 7 p.m. So the whole of Wednesday, we have US dollar high impact news starting from around 1 p.m. Sorry, that's starting from around 1:15 p.m. And on Thursday, in fact, high impact news all day affecting our currency, and that is OPEC meeting. Okay, so you want to take note of all this. That same Thursday, we have British pound high impact news for 1 p.m. Several of them. We have asset purchase facility, monetary policy report, MPC, you know, all of them, bank rate, official bank rates. So you want to pay attention to this, especially if you're a day trader. You want to pay attention to what the news are doing because they may have impact on your trade. Also on Friday, we have US dollar and Canadian dollar, NFP coming up this week. So we have a lot in the market for this week. So you want to be careful how you trade the market this week. This is not a week where you just want to be jumping into the market the way you like. Okay, so let's go see the charts now. Let's see New Zealand dollar. Sorry, I said New Zealand dollar. A DXY, that's dollar currency index. Dollar currency index. Dollar currency index, you can't trade it. It's just a dollar on its own. We trade currencies in pair. So this is true for us to come and analyze what the strengths and weakness of dollar is. Okay, so from what we are seeing, we are currently around the mini resistance there, and it looks like it is trying to point down. However, last week candle closed as a bullish candle, okay, and it is possible for it to break and close above that area. Generally, the trend is up. Generally, the direction is up. But if we see it above this green line around the 94.55 area, then we will start looking that dollar continues to gain strength. Currently, it is still below that area. It has pushed up close above our initial mini resistance, and right now it has retraced and it looks like it is continuing. However, it may play around a little bit more or retrace a little more before it pushes out and close above our 94.5556 area. And if we see it above there, then we will start looking to consider the strength of dollar improving. And that is likely going to happen by the end of this week. We should have that because of the high impact news we are having. Okay, so let's see GBP US dollar. Okay, so GBP USD, well, it's been pushing up for some times now, and for a couple of weeks, it also begins to push down. We have this closing above, below our mini support, and we have a couple of retracement. Last week candle closed bearish, and it is also still looking bearish. So our bias on this is still bearish, especially if US dollar gains its strength, then this bias remains bearish on this. Let's look at Euro USD. For Euro USD, it's also been bearish for a couple of weeks now. Sorry, let me remove all of this that I have on the chart, okay? So it's also been bearish, looking at what the market has been doing for a couple of weeks. And if you look at it, we have it actually closing below our mini support here. All right, it closed below the mini support, it retraced a little bit, and last week candle closed below that mini support. So we are going to keep our highs opened. It all looks bearish. It all looks like it is going to push down more. But by the end of this week, I think we will have clearer view of where the market is trying to move to. US dollar JPY, USD yen. This looks more bullish, looking at what has been happening for some times now. You see, so like 3 weeks ago, the candle closed above mini resistance, and it was a huge engulfing candle. And then we have retracement happening. Last week candle closed bullish, but more of an indecision candle. So our bias is still bullish. However, we expect that it is likely for this to retrace a little more before it continues its way up. Let's see AUD US dollar. For AUD USD, we can see that it looks bullish for some times now. However, I am also seeing something forming, which is looking like some head and shoulder pattern there. Okay. So I'm expecting that likely this is going to form. And if this happens, it means that we'll be expecting some kind of bearish push. But then this is still uptrending, okay? This is still pushing up. Last week candle closed bullish. It is all still bullish for a couple of weeks now. We have it pushing up like this, retracing and going. However, this is also possible. Let's see what the month did. Okay, so it looks all that way in the monthly time frame as well. All right, we see it's bullish in the monthly time frame. It's been bullish in the monthly time frame, but looking at it was last month closed bullish, but then the months before, like 4 months before then, were all bearish. So it is possible that this month is going to be bearish, and if it is going to be bearish, that means that we're still expecting strength with US dollar. So let's keep our highs clear, our highs open, and focus on what the market is showing us itself. NZD USD. Okay, for NZD USD, last month candle closed bullish. It closed bullish. So this may remain bullish. We are more like in a consolidation. So we need it outside of this consolidation to really make the decision. But looking at how clean bullish that last candle is, last month candle is, it is possible for it to continue bullish. However, we expect some level of retracement before that continuation of the bullish push. Okay, so we're going to keep our highs opened with this one as well. Okay, so if you look at it on the weekly, you will see that the last 3 weeks have been bullish. The last 3 weeks have been bullish. However, last week candle closed with longer wick above it, which signifies that the direction may be down. So the body of the candle itself, if you look at where it closed, the body of the candle itself closed around this area. Okay. See where the body of the candle closed. So if we have it pointing down, then we're going to take a look at what is happening with that. Okay. So if it remains below this, then we'll be looking at this selling. But if it goes up and closes above it here for the week, then that is likely going to remain bullish. So we're going to keep our eyes open and see what happens with that as well. Let's take a look at gold. Gold. So gold has been more like consolidating, and it looks like we also have something like a flag, on the weekly. So we'll keep our eyes open. Looking at this looks more like a bullish. It is also above this our support. It has remained above our support. So for now, this is likely remaining bullish until we see a change in direction, perhaps for it to come all the way down and close here. But as long as it remains above here, it's looking more bullish. I think I'm going to open our 50 moving average and see where it is. Okay, it is currently below the 50 moving average. So we will wait and see if it closes above the 50 moving average. That will likely give us a better opportunity to see when it is going bullish. But right now, seeing it below the 50 moving average, I'd rather go bearish than go bullish for now, at least in the short term, until we see it above that area. So if for any reason this week closes above the 50 moving average and above a mini support around here, then a mini resistance around here, then we'll be looking to begin buying. But for now, I rather focus on it being bearish. USD Canadian dollar. Here, the Canadian dollar has been bearish. We have it closing below our mini support about 3 weeks ago. And then we have 2 indecision weekly candle for the last 2 weeks that looks like retracement. And right now, we expect a continuation of this bearish move. And it could go all the way down to around 1.206 before it now maybe continues back up. However, we are going to see it's going to depend on how what level of strength the dollar gains within this week. So that will help us to make longer term trades on USA. Let's look at other pairs. Let's see other Euro pairs. Okay, so I'm going to look at Euro AUD. Euro AUD closed bearish for last week. However, it closed just by our support. All right, it closed just by the support. So that means we may see some level of push up, even if that support is going to be broken. Right now, it closed just by the support, and it looks like it's trying to go up. And for the short-term traders, it is likely going to be up a bit before we finally see it down. And for us to continue selling right now, we need to see it below our support around 1.533. All right, so we'll see if we see it below there, then we will start looking to sell. Euro Canadian dollar. Euro Canadian dollar has also been bearish, and it also closed just around our support in the last week candle. And if we need to see it, retrace a little bit, it could consolidate, it could retrace, and then when we have it back below the support, we'll continue our sell. Euro GBP closed as indecision candle last week. However, we had this consolidating rectangle here, and we have it closing below it about 3 weeks ago. Last week candle and 2 weeks ago candle close as more like retracement to all of this. So this week is beginning to go up, shoot up, but it is likely going to continue its way down after a while. So we want to keep our eyes open and see what happens with Euro GBP. And I think that will also guide us in trading other Euro pairs. So it's very important that you relax with what you do with euro pair, or unless you are a very short-term trader, in which case you can quickly do some buy or sell and go out of the market. For this one, Euro JPY, we have a huge engulfing bullish candle closing about 3 weeks ago. And we have a couple of retracement. Retracement could continue back towards this mini resistance, which has turned support in this case now. It could go towards it before it continues to go up, but the main direction, as I can see, is up for now. So bullish is the direction for Euro JPY, but we still expect some level of retracement. Euro NZD, bearish is this one. However, we also expect some level of retracement. We did a couple of sell. If you look at it, we have it there for some weeks ago, and it got to our support. It got to our support. It got to our take profit, and now it broke below it. We expect some level of retracements for us to continue selling Euro NZD, and so all of this are signifying that Euro may be a bit weak for some time. So let's keep our eyes open. If Euro remains weak against the GBP, Euro and GBP are from the same zone. If Euro remains weaker to GBP, then this will fit all our bias for other currency pairs, although we have some of them that we are looking at Euro going up against the other pair, other currency, but let's still keep our eyes open and see what happens with it. GBP AUD, for GBP AUD, it is bearish. Last week candle closed bearish. However, if you look at it, the major direction is up, but then for a couple of weeks now, it's been bearish. So we expect some level of retracement for this week before it continues, actually, because it is currently around an area of influence as well. So we'll keep our eyes open and see what happens from here. If we begin to see push up, then a very short-term trader should be able to grab some opportunity to do some buy before it continues its way down again. But we expect some level of retracement. So this is what I am saying. So I'm expecting to see something like this, and then something like this. So that's why I said for a short-term trader, you should be able to get some opportunity to do some buy before it continues its way down. GBP NZD, okay, we are looking at the same thing with GBP NZD. It's all bearish. It's all bearish, and in fact, this one already has head and shoulder pattern that is being fulfilled. Okay, so if you look at this, some head and shoulder pattern formed around here, and that's what is being fulfilled right now. For the couple of last 2 weeks, candle closed below it. This week is also pushing down. It is possible for it to push all the way down to the major support here, but it is also possible that we are going to see some level of retracement before it continues its way down. So it is possible we see some maybe go towards this area, then it continues down. But if not, the major direction and bias is bearish for this particular currency pair. Okay, GBP Canadian dollar is also bearish, as we can see. However, it is also around the support right now, and we expect some level of retracement before it continues. However, the major direction is bearish. The major direction is bearish while we expect some level of retracement. But because this area now has been touched a couple of times, it's a strong support, but at the same time, it's even a strong support will get broken at some point. So let's see what happens when it gets that way. Right now, it is still pushing down, and it is likely going to push down to the 1.6849 area before it now bounces back and begin to go up. And then going up may not take too long as the direction looks all down. Though the major thing we can see is more of consolidation on the weekly time frame right now. GBP-CHF last week candle closed bearish. It's been consolidating for quite some time, but what we see from last week candle is bearish, and right now it is around the support, and we are going to wait to see what happens below that support. So right now this is where it is, by the support. If we have it below the support, closing below the support, then we will continue to sell it. As you can see, it had closed outside of that consolidation at some point. it went all the way back into the consolidation, and now it is outside of the consolidation again. So we'll keep our eyes open, and if we have the opportunity, we'll do our sell. But if not, as long as it remains above my green line, then I'll be looking for buy instead. But if it goes down and closes below that green line, I'll be looking to do a sell. GBP JPY. GBP JPY. So what you can see for GBP JPY as well is that we have a couple of weeks ago, we have this closing bullish, and then all of this look like retracement. Retracement may come down a little more before a continuation is seen. All right, last 2 week candle are all pointing down, and so we may still be able to catch some sell, but the major direction is up. All right, the major direction for this is up. However, we are not too sure of where the retracement is going to complete. So the retracement may come all the way towards this area, 153.6, or it could go from where it is right now. So we keep our eyes open and see what happens. If it pushes through this resistance, then we expect it to come down to around the 152.6 area before it continues its way up. Okay. Hey, UD NZD. AUD NZD is bearish. Last week candle closed bullish though, but more like a correction. So now it is bearish and it is also still going down. So we'll look for sell opportunity with AUD NZD. AUD JPY is bullish. Yes, as you can see, it's bullish. It is, however, around the resistance right now. It may push down a little more before it continues, but the major direction is up. Okay, AUD Canadian dollar lastly. Okay, this is bearish, more of bearish. Last 3 week candle have been bullish, but however, the major direction is pointing down, and so we expect a continuation of the bearish push. And that's basically it for this week. Thank you all for being a part of the class for this week. And not to forget, you are all invited to be a part of our upcoming 5 days Win the Market virtual currency trading workshop. 5 days Win the Market virtual currency trading workshop. You sure do not want to miss this one. You don't want to miss. It comes with a lot of bonuses, you see. This is a bonus course, currency correlation course, the full process of a trade course, analyzing with trading view chart course, my book, Ultimate Forex Trading Blueprint Book. You're going to be getting a soft copy of it for free if you join us on the 5 days Win the Market workshop. It is still going for a discount before it finally goes back to its price. The actual amount is just $50, which is 25,000 in Naira. And currently it is still going for, okay, by Monday evening, it's going to change from $19,800. It is 19,800 Naira for now in Naira, which is about $40, okay? But it's going to change. So depending on when you're seeing this, it probably has changed to around $45 or $50, whichever you meet it on. Okay, so that's basically it. Also, you want to grab your own copy of the Ultimate Forex Trading Blueprint Book. It's in hardcover. This is a very solid trading book that you don't want to do away with. It's a book of over 230 pages, and you're going to be learning a lot. It covers everything from basic to advanced level of trading. This is what you need to totally turn your trading business around for the best. So if you've not grabbed your copy, you want to go do that now. We have it in hard copy, paperback, and we also have it in e-copy. So if you want to buy the ebook, it is distributable all around the world. Do grab your whole copy. Thank you for being a part of today's market review. Please enjoy the rest of your week, and please invite your friend to be a part of our academy if you know anyone who is interested in being learning how to trade professionally and profitably. Please do enjoy the rest of your week.